Okay, so we are back in the Hunter, Call of the Wild for the new map that is released today. Something that I've been thinking about a lot for my streaming is I want recordings of each one of the storylines in the game because they've gotten increasingly better. And, in the beginning I was comfortable and happy just streaming them, but those go away after a month. And so I'd like to have I'd like to preserve the great story of this game in ways that I can go back and watch later and preserve some of my commentary on the themes of environmentalism that they have, as well as social history that is all over their maps. And I can't think of a better way to do that because once you do the story in one of these maps, it's done and you can't go over it again. To my knowledge, there's no way to reset it except by resetting your character progress, which is very painful. I mean, we can do it, but and we might. I honestly might, just to make this video series because it's that important to me. Okay, well, let's get started. Revontuli Coast. Welcome to the north edge of the Baltic Sea. Your stay here on the Revontuli Coast will surely be enjoyable. The expected hunting fanfare can be found here with white-tailed deer, moose, brown bear, and lynx. However, if you've arrived for your stay in peak bird season... you've arrived for your stay in peak bird season. We have several species of geese, ducks, and upland birds available, in addition to regional favorites like the western capercaillie and the black grouse. Many islands and inland forests shall give you plenty of hunting opportunities when your gaze isn't lingering on the northern lights. Okay, so bird-focused map. You can kind of tell based on the animal that's featured in the title card. So let's get started. I'm really happy with this game's progress. So far, there's, been reported very little bugs, which is a big step up.
Hello. I'm very happy to see you, my friend. How are you? Tired from the trip? Don't worry. We have all the time in the world to enjoy the sights and sounds. You have chosen a perfect place for a vacation.
Perfect.
I will show you a side of Finland that not many people know about.
Oh, Finland.
We might not know each other yet, but I think we will become great friends during your time here.
They really pronounce the R's in their words. During your time here. Okay.
You were dropped off at the main camping site. This place is usually full of tourists and campers, but it's hunting season now, so we should have the reserve to ourselves. Go ahead and open the outpost.
Revontuli Leary. And each of these maps has to be designed so that they can be someone's first map that they ever play. Interesting kind of modern design of the wood cabin here. They need to protect the front from snow buildup so that there's a little bit of snow shed extending from the place where you're supposed to get out. Huh, is that a theater stage up there? Maybe for dancing and music? Misto office. Yeah, I do not know anything about this language, so that's going to be really interesting for us.
I have prepared a cabin kids and rest before we head out.
I guess we have to make a loadout for this map. It has bears. Oh, they also put a yellow dot in the center of the screen. That's new. I wonder how I feel about that.
Surprise! I baked you a little welcome pastry. Go ahead and try one. Do you like it? They're called runeberry torttu.
Runeberg torttu is a popular Finnish pastry that is normally eaten on Runeberg Day on 5th of February. It has received its name from a Finnish priest, lyricist, and epic poet, Johann Ludwig Runeberg. There are many variants of the pastry, but the most common one is made with almonds and breadcrumbs that are drenched in rum and garnished with raspberry jam and icing. Wow. That sounds really good, actually. Awesome.
I know. I can't stop stuffing my face either. They're so delicious. I love them. Human creativity is powerful, don't you think? How can something so tasty be made from a little bit of butter, sugar, and flour? We have a lot of good things to eat in Finland, or as we say, Suomi. I hope you get a chance to try some of our regional foods. You know, I'm always happy to get visitors, and I know you're eager to help around the reserve, but no worries here. It won't be needed. You can just relax and enjoy your vacation. Have you made any plans on what you want to do here? Besides hunting, of course.
Interesting. I wonder if
Let me
they're...
tell you, in case you haven't made any plans, I have a little idea for you. We are going to see, touch, and taste everything that Revontuli Coast has to offer. But every journey starts with a step. The blue trailhead over there, that is where our trek begins. Now head to the start of the trail.
Okay. So the other reserves like have this narrative or storyline where the reserve is in trouble and you need to save it or do a lot of work, or there's like, you know, regardless of how positive it starts, there's often trouble in these locations. And this one, at least at the beginning, seems to hint that, you know, it may be a departure from that. And you may be able to, I don't know, in some ways do what you want and hunt the game kind of naturally. Let's take out the handgun that we have, maybe swap it for a shotgun if we're going to be hunting birds a lot. I think they're kind of larger birds as well. 10 gauge. Let's do the Cusa Modelo 16 gauge. Let's go ahead and load up some 16 gauge there. Guess we might as well. Okay. They changed the gun wheel. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's gonna be something to get used to. Suppose there's not red deer here, so we'll probably need to take that out. Um, we do have whitetail. There's mallards. Eurasian teal. Eurasian widgeon. Greylag goose. Lots of new collars here. Alright, yeah, let's save the collar selection for later.
I hereby proclaim the guided tour begins. So our little plan is this. We are going to walk along the Blue Trail. A nice and brisk walk that will take us through the central part of the reserve. I will be your personal guide, and during the walk I will tell you about worthwhile sights and activities we have here. The path is marked by signs, and there is a trail you can follow. But I will also mark the path on your hunter mate if you get lost. Don't worry, be happy, my friend.
Huh.
You know, I recorded a little tune for this occasion.
Wow, he's so excited.
I put in a mouth harp and drum. I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is
How charming.
Reijo Ikävalko, and I'm the warden here at Revontuli Coast. I've been the warden for about 20 years, which is pretty long considering I'm only about 40 years old. Even earlier than that, I was the assistant warden. It's because I like it very much here. It's my hobby and my therapy. I can think better when I'm walking in nature. You know, people watch TV show marathons. I walk marathons in the woods and along the coast. It's the same thing for me. But I also watch TV marathons. I live with my avopuoliso. I'm not sure what the English word is for that. Partner, maybe. Her name is Pirjo, and we have 3 kids together. Lukas, Matti, and Helena. You know, in time of test, family is best. We also have a little dog, a Rottweiler. What more would be interesting for you to know about me?
Wow.
Oh yes, I love music and instruments.
Is this a Finnish thing?
Strangely, I don't really listen to music that much, but I collect instruments and play them. But I think my music is pretty good. Well, yes, pretty good is probably right. Isn't it interesting that almost every situation, mood, or feeling can be framed by a song or melody? I'm very jealous of great musicians. They have such honest expression at their fingertips. If math is the language of the universe, then music has to be the language of people and emotion. And sometimes I talk a lot. The tune I wrote, let me play it for you.
Wow. These beats.
What do you think?
It's great. I love it. It's a hit. Okay. I need to buy more ammo before we go. So he's just kind of a weird Finnish dude. I think it's so. Background: the game company is located in Finland, I believe, and this is the first map that is set in Finland. And I wonder how much they're like self-characterizing their like tone of themselves, maybe, or also the public perception of their cultural character. It's an interesting like choice. I'm really curious about the writing and the writers themselves. Okay, so what do we actually need? We need 22LR, all the 306s. Don't need 44 anymore. All right. So 22LR. It'll be in the store, won't it? It's been a while since I played this game. Oh, this might be new. 2LR truncated cone bullet. With more penetration. Cone bullet is the classic 22 long rifle caliber. This hypervelocity bullet is great for target shooting and small game hunting compared with its hollow point counterpart. Truncated cone design emphasizes penetration over expansion and fragmentation. Both are very cheap. Let's get a good stock of each. I'll take 45. Okay. Interesting new penetration round. Yep, the community loves penetration. The 006. I try as much as possible to use soft points in my gameplay. Just for the added challenge. And it's cheaper. But that's not usually that much of a concern for most of the community, because they have more money than they know what to do with. Alright, let's go back to the story. Let's take a look at the map. Wow, really big. Water on the south. Kind of reminds me of the Washington one, Lake Ridge, or... Oh, I forgot the name of the first one. Layton Lakes. That's it. Interesting. So the blue trail is what he's asking us to walk. I wonder which road that is. And he's saying it's going to be nighttime. We might not want to walk it at night just for visual things and for the purposes of the video. Let's do it bright and early in the morning. Okay, yeah. But basically this first few episodes will just be focused on trying to hit the story as much as possible, as often as possible. So let's try to do what the game designers intended and stick to the trail here. Artillery, and then there's mile markers for the different facilities. Okay. Oh, wow. Right away. A white-tailed deer. Let's see. We could probably get away with soft point on the whitetail. Our first decision. Do you want to go down by the water, or I guess we have to follow this one. Trail up. He said it was the blue trail, right? The blue diamond. Whitetail is a medium-sized deer, characterized by the white underside of its tail that can easily be seen when it is alarmed. Brown bear. Whitetail vary quite a lot in size, yeah. They also develop medium-sized antlers that can branch into several points along one main beam. Whitetails are highly adaptive herbivores that live in forests as well as more open prairie-like environments. They do not pose a threat to humans and can run up to speeds of 75 kilometers per hour, 47 miles per hour when scared. Wow, really? I did not know that. They can also leap over obstacles as high as 2.7 meters. So 1 meter is 3 feet, so over 6 feet. That's pretty crazy. I hope that, okay, that whitetail sign would eventually go away. I thought 5 o'clock is when the tracks show up naturally without flashlight, but I may be wrong. Oh, wow. A moose? Well, it's just a female moose. We're not gonna hunt it unless a male moose comes out also. I haven't hunted much moose, to be honest. They're in Layton Lakes, I know that for sure, and I believe also in Alaska, but I have not done the Alaska one. We're still grinding out the Parque Fernando map with trying to get the puma, diamond puma and diamond mallard. I hear that they reworked the way that the ducks are hunted and organized. Mountain hare is a large species of hare native to the northern regions of Eurasia. 15 subspecies are recognized throughout its extensive natural range. Yeah. Mountain hare. Seems like there's a healthy population of species in this map, which is what you'd expect from the most recent map in the game series. you know, hopefully it's only getting bigger and better. I think the game is doing really well. It's certainly gotten more popular since I know that I've been playing it. Or maybe I've just seen it around more. Yo, what's up, Rango? We're doing the story of the new map. It's set in Finland, where everyone is quirky and weird and cool. We just heard the warden's like really awesome song that he makes. Western Capercaillie. So I don't have much information. Western Capercaillie is the largest of all grouse species. Similar to the black grouse, it's known for the mating ritual. I see a rest zone. Oh yeah, pretty good. Doing... Oh, the Eurasian lynx. Awesome. That's a level 3. We have a need zone over here also. So just gonna be getting need zones and doing the story. Otherwise this is gonna take too long. Eurasian lynx is an elusive predator that relies primarily on excellent eyesight to hunt and detect threats. Hazel grouse. And I believe this is the same. Huh. Kind of a very small horns there on that white-tailed deer. And then a doe. Yeah, I always like following the actual trail. Although I don't know if there's a sound bonus like there is in some of the other games for staying on the trail. On the other maps. Doesn't appear that there's a particular sound advantage. Okay. Canadian geese.
Ah, here we have our first practical stop of the tour. You should scout the area with the lookout tower. You might find something you want to check out later. During the trek, if you see anything that interests you, animal tracks or something else, feel free to pursue that and come back to the trail when you want. It's your vacation. You're the boss.
A cheer. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, a dialogue group. I just play Everma now for the Isle. I don't know if... Oh, wow. I wonder if those are reachable or if they're too far away.
Ah, yes. Here we have Revontuli.
Yeah, I play the Isle, but Everma, the new one.
Lakes and ideas in every direction. It is a small country with a very big heart. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you.
Nice, some charming little commentary about the nature of Finland and its small size. I wonder which part, if this is north, I wonder which location in Finland this is set in. Northern Lights should be really beautiful. Yeah, absolutely. Hunting from lookout towers is something that the game often recommends, but I have not personally done it that often. I feel like it would be very difficult. Oh. Well, there's something. The two identical lynx. They're female lynx, they're level 2. Huh. Alright, just as I say that. There's 2 lynx zones down there. Okay, well that will be nice to come back to later. To be honest, I don't even think we have a gun to handle that right now. Because we have class 1, 4 to 8, so we're missing a 3 rifle. We have buckshot, I suppose. The only thing that covers level 3 is the arrowheads here. So we are not equipped to hunt lynx at all. And I think that's something that the maps are doing more, is like making it difficult to make one loadout that covers everything. Which I think is good for the health of the game overall. Is you want to have targeted, or rather, gamers always want to maximize the value and profit and efficiency of everything. But I think what a good game organization is, in lots of ways, is making you do targeted hunts to feel special, to differentiate the hunts from each other, and to shake it up, and to make you think critically about how you're doing what you're doing and where and why. And also, the first part of being in a map isn't necessarily hunting absolutely everything you see. It's a kind of an exploration first thing. Hazel grouse is a very small grouse.
The lakes to the south are great to hunt waterfowl. Lucas, my oldest son, likes waterfowl hunting very much. So we wake up early when the weather is still calm and go out. We have a few favorite lakes we visit. Knowing the birds is very important to have a good catch. They all group and fly differently, so I recommend you take your time to identify them before the shooting starts. I don't hunt as much as I used to, but I'm very close friends with the local hunters. I used to hunt a lot when I was younger, but with time I've come to enjoy the reserve management side of things, making sure the needs of all the animals and plants are met. When a hunter tells me they've harvested a high-scoring animal, I know it's thanks to Mama Nature and a little thanks to Papa Oiva. But you know, mostly I don't need to do much. I'm just very thankful. I love this place.
Okay, so there is an advantage to being on the path, it appears, rather than the grass. You'll see the sound in the bottom right. It's a funny guy. The characterization it's very interesting. Kind of a reserved but quirky character. Absolutely full of tracks. This first walk is chock full. I wonder if they built it that way on purpose, organizing the first path that you take to be full of migration patterns. Many migration patterns seem to cross over here. I wonder if there will be a dramatic story like in the old games, or the old maps.
Are you starting to get itchy? The Nordic region has more mosquitoes than you might be used to. That's why the Vikings tried to leave all the time.
Ah, wow.
The many bodies of water are a breeding ground for mosquitoes. You know, most people love to hear birds sing. I wonder if there's anybody out there who loves the buzz of mosquitoes. Like a mosquito buzz musician person. Maybe I should record some mosquito sounds. Release something on the internet. Yeah, it's hard to like them, but they have their role in the ecosystem, even if it's not very obvious to us humans.
Yeah. That would be really annoying. Mentioning the mosquitoes in wetland areas is a very key part. One of my friends is from Minnesota, and they have a huge amount of lakes in Minnesota, and giant mosquitoes. They say it's the state bird, is the mosquito. So we're gonna have to get used to the sounds of the different birds in this game. That's one of the fun parts about a new map. And the last map, I think, was in December for Mississippi, if I'm remembering correctly. And they seem to be coming out with pretty strong regularity. I remember jumping in right before the Mexico map dropped, Rancho del Arroyo, and that was really exciting. Yep, one of the key things also that map talks about is water conservation rights, which is recently, this summer especially, in the American Southwest, becoming an absolute crisis. Yeah, climate change is real, and it's happening all around us right now, all the
I
time.
have some mosquito repellent you can use at a camp near here.
Yeah, although a little background about the word choice of climate change relative to global warming is people initially said it was global warming, and then many oil companies started a campaign to call it global climate change that was so successful that now climate change is seen as the word instead of the kind of the more accurate phrase, which is human-created global warming. And we have lots of evidence now that oil companies have PR departments has been engaged in controlling the language around how we use climate science and global warming stuff a lot. So if you want to fight back against that, start calling it global warming again, like we did in the 90s, because that's what it is. And, the modern language around the drought conditions in the American Southwest actually has been recommended to be called aridification, the idea of making something more arid instead of drought, which implies a temporary state of affairs, and it is not temporary. So the words that we use when we describe these phenomenon has a big impact in the psychology of it and whether or not humans take responsibility for it subconsciously. So you please, use the terms aridification and global warming again to describe these effects. Oh, yeah.
There you go. No more new itching, only old itching.
That's pretty funny, actually. Mission complete, mosquito madness. Guided tour continues. Oh, that's him. What a fun Nordic guy. It's interesting that that's like the international character of Finland now. From like Vikings literally being like mass murderers who would come in and murder and rape people and then leave and steal from them. And now they get to be like quirky, fun, like tool tech people that like, you know, are really isolated and yeah, I just think it's funny how different countries get to occupy different international identities. The rock patermigan is closely related to a slightly larger willow patermigan and occupies the same natural range in the Arctic and subarctic regions of Eurasia and North America. Nice. Yeah, I guess the more north you go, the closer all the continents get. So yeah, there's the most recent Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, which is an American broadcast show that does political and social issues. Did theirs, I think, 2 days ago on water shortages in the American Southwest.
We have our own spin on the Big Five challenge, but we call ours Sekalaiset 19.
Wow.
Sounds exciting, right? Well, that's because you don't speak Finnish. It translates to miscellaneous 19. A nice name for a hunting challenge, you know? Feel free to join in at your own tempo. The competition is basically to snag a gold or better of every animal in the reserve.
Yeah. Different
And
than the
if you get
diamond
tired
one.
of shooting and would rather just walk around and appreciate nature through the lens of an observer, we also have a local photo competition. Feel free to take part.
Okay. So it seems like they may have dropped the politics as much on this one. Maybe because they're doing their home country. I'll be interested to see what environmental issues they do bring up. Right now, the main character is being extremely congenial and positive, treating it like a vacation instead of work. Insisting that this is your time to relax and have fun instead of the other maps where it's very clear that you were hired to do a specific job and to help with many, many problems that the reserve was facing at the time. But we shall see if there's a deeper plot that uncovers itself. If it doesn't, then I might not put up this series on YouTube. For this map, I might restart the other maps and kind of bring those in. All right, so 8. Moose are the largest species in the deer family and are easily distinguished by their long necks, head, and snout, as well as their large shovel-like palmated antlers. Males feature a dewlap, which is a fatty piece of skin under the chin. Same. Moose are commonly found. I don't actually have that. That would be funny, though. Moose are commonly found in most of the northern hemisphere and thrive in temperate and subarctic climates. They often reach a height of 2 meters, so 6 feet, and weigh between 200 kilograms to 500 kilograms. Moose are herbivores and solitary animals that are rarely found in groups or herds. Although they are often slow-moving and calm animals, they can easily become aggressive, yes they can, if startled or threatened. When hunting moose, shot placement is essential as they are very tough and surprisingly nimble. Yes, they're very hard to bring down. Docile but easily defensive. So that is level 8. I don't know if we have a level... Oh, wait. Yes, I guess we do. This is 4 to 8. Okay. 400 bean goose. I really want to know how it got the name Bean Goose. I want that to be my new screen name. The Bean Goose. Okay, so there are roads. This seems to be the orange diamond path now. I wonder if you could hunt this whole map effectively just following these trails. That would be really cool. I also hear there's raccoons. So there's going to be bunnies, raccoons, a huge amount of birds. I think their highest bird variety yet. I think it's a smart choice to move to getting a gold of every animal in the map, because I am still on the Parque Fernando diamond grind, and that is lasting a very, very long time, and it is preventing me from, you know, playing the other things in the game to a certain extent. Not to say that everything should be easy, but it has been, I think, a year, and I've been looking for a diamond puma, and I messed up the first diamond puma that I had. And yeah, it's been rough. But I also need a diamond mule deer, and I also need a diamond mallard, or duck. And each one of those has been very difficult. Granted, I don't play nearly as much as I used to now that I got my new job, but...
I've also marked out the highest point in the reserve. I'm up there at least once a month. It's the perfect getaway when I want to have a mandate with myself.
A mandate with myself.
I'll pack my favorite cheeses, some savory pastries, and maybe a beverage, and head out there to survey the lands under my care. A spiritual power trip, really.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, invest in yourself. Do things for yourself. It's important. Although for some reason, like showing the like love of like weird indie instruments, and then like food, like special cheeses and pastries and stuff is like, it's like the indie dream. The black grouse has a distinct red bare skin over its eyes that plumps up during the courting ritual known as lek. Okay. Birds are weird. They've been evolving and developing for a very long time. So long that they've gotten very, very weird. There's a huge whitetail rest zone. 9 individuals for whitetail. Alright. Let's get back to the trail. Okay. So it's hazel grouse and whitetail. I wonder if they finally allowed, yes, need zones to represent more than one thing. They did. That is very, very good. It's something that I've been wanting for a very long time, and they put in a few months ago. Because you used to have to be really careful which need zones you got in which order, so that you could preserve a need zone of an animal that you were hunting in that region. And that was very tedious. Oh, there's those bean gooses. Oh, level 3. Okay, it's kind of nice. See some level 3 bean gooses. No animals so far. See, I wonder if that's just part of the model, if that's too far away. Oh, wait, wow. No, it is. It comes in. That is awesome. And they circle also. That is pretty cool. I thought for a second it was just painted onto the skybox in the background, but they are actually there. That is pretty cool. Let's see. Go up along this trail and then down. It's kind of a walking simulator. Especially at the beginning.
Do you want to know my top 3 cured meats of all time?
Yes.
Graavilohi, which is cured salmon, and kuivaliha, or any jerky, and jamon iberico. You know, iberico is really nice, but I don't eat it very often, so maybe it's not good to have it on my top list.
Same.
I'll change iberico to bacon. Bacon always works.
Yeah. Bacon always works. Oh, here's a cliff. Wonder what the fall damage is like. Oh, yeah, that is a very big cliff there. Alright, so we gotta look out for that on this map. It's really cool that that call echoes off of the lake. You can hear... Are they bird calls? I mean, I feel like they must be.
These lakes and streams have salmon, pike, perch, rainbow trout, and how do you say this fish? Kuha. It's like the mix of the pike and perch.
Nice.
Yes. Zander. Finland is really top of the notch for fishing.
Top of the
I've got
notch.
a few pikes in the lake you're walking past right now. They were like 14 kilos or 30 pounds. It could have been the same one, since I always release the pike we catch. I don't know about you, but I think they are not very good to eat. My kids prefer salmon, so we usually fish for that when looking for Tuesday dinner. For the fish and chips person, there is also cod, out in the archipelago. Or other whitefish like halibut and flounder. You should come by the house. I'll cook fish and chips.
Nice.
I think you will like my batter. I use a secret ingredient in it.
Oh, wow.
Because, you know, you have to respect the batter for good fish and chips.
Yep. It's interesting that they've, like, that's the tone they're going for with their home map, is, like, just some, like, congenially, like, into food guy. It's like very, very indie culture. Eurasian widgeon? I mean, good food is good food. Good food's important. Wow, that's really far away. So, interesting that they're mentioning fish. They just recently released the knowledge that their game company is going to do the Angler, which is a fishing game version of what their the Hunter Call of the Wild series is doing. Level 3 out there. I don't know what the max levels are for the geese. So I'm not sure which ones are good and which ones aren't. I don't have very much information about this map at all because this is the first time being in it. Hazel grouse up there. I do kind of wish they would tell you which ammo you have loaded into the gun. That would help. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I got it once. Silver. Okay. Level 5 for geese, level 3 for most other birds. Nice. Shot the animal 2 times less. Intact trophy organs. Hit 1 vital organ or more. Wow, they really redid the hunting screen. Look at this. Plumage type by color. I don't know what is rare for the plumage types. There's a rock ptarmigan. Ptarmigan. Okay. Peace, Rango. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I always appreciate you showing up. Okay. Well, it seems like they fixed the bug on the Cuso Modelo. I hope 16 gauge is going to be enough to bring down these birds. It seems like it did a good job. Yeah, those are a lot of sounds, and I did not know where they were coming from at all in the trees. It's interesting hunting birds in the forest. I think that's a really interesting, cool space for this game to orbit around. It's very challenging to try to catch your spots through the foliage and the trees. It's one of the reasons that I like the Isle, and this game is like the mini game of looking at something from a long way away through foliage and being able to see it before it sees you is, I think, one of the best things that can be represented by modern games.
Here we are, and just in time for a break. We are building a new sauna out here.
Nice.
Not a lot of things beat having a nice sauna bath close to a lake.
Yeah. Well, one of my friends is building a sweat lodge.
Sauna? If not, there is no better place than here. I can't begin to tell you how much I love a sauna. Not just because it's relaxing, but I have so many memories from my childhood. I remember my brothers and I having snowball fights during our sauna breaks. The last time we had a snowball fight, I remember I slipped on an icy patch and fractured my tailbone.
Okay.
I think
Wow.
I was 8 years old.
Fractured your
There are just
tailbone.
so many good
Your
things about
coccyx.
sauna. The nakedness, the connection to nature, and how it allows you to center yourself, and how sacred that is.
Yeah,
I don't know who said it, but it truly is a church of nature. I actually proposed to my partner after a sauna. She said no, but somehow we ended up together anyway.
wow.
Guess the nakedness helped. If you feel like trying it out, go ahead. I've marked the location on your hunter map.
Huh. The nakedness helped. That's a pretty European thing. uh, you know, it's a very common human thing to have a bunch of steam in an area. Sweat lodges are that for Native American culture. Um, tufted duck. We could try that one. It seems pretty good. Level 2. I might wait for a level... I'm not sure if it's level 3 or what they go up to, but 885, 891. Huh. Dog Nosers. What's up, Kayubats? How you doing? We're doing a recording of the story missions for the new map, Revontuli Coast, the Finnish map for Hunter Call of the Wild. Dinosaurs. I see. For birds. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. This is a lot. There's so many different types of goose. We got a bean goose, we got ducks, we got all kinds of... Thanks. Appreciate the subscription, Kaibets. All kinds of different, like... birds in this map are so good.
Oh, it seems the construction guys aren't finished with installing the heater. The
Huh.
rocks there need to be placed on the heater. Do you mind doing it?
I see. Okay, so now it's getting back to the old...
These rocks are what is usually used in saunas. It's called diabase or dolerite. It's suitable because it's odorless, it's cut to the correct size, and doesn't crack because of heat. A form of diabase was used to build Stonehenge.
Huh.
Isn't that neat? How different cultures find use for the same material. We use it to get hot, they use it as a monolithic calendar. There is also a birch whisk on the wall there if you want.
Birch whisk. Is that to slap yourself in the back? The rocks used in saunas are usually either dye-base, olivine, or ceramic stones specifically manufactured for saunas. These types of rock can withstand high temperature variations without cracking. They absorb and release moisture evenly over time without giving off any odor. The rocks are also cut into the correct size to fit the heating unit. Okay, I didn't realize there was so much to it. But I guess there is, and or can be. Huh. And this is what you slap yourself with in the back.
It smells wonderful. Go ahead, place the rocks on the heater and the sauna will be ready.
Public saunas usually between 60 and 100 degrees Celsius, 140 and 210 Fahrenheit, while private ones are known to reach 70 to 1100 Celsius, 160 to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's just an oven. While in the sauna, it's customary to use dried or fresh birch to whip oneself. It acts as a massage and increases blood flow. Yeah? Yeah? The birch can also be placed on the heater unit to release its aromatics into the air. All right. I have to say, I haven't really been in a sauna except like at the gym once. And I didn't really know what it was supposed to be doing. It was just very hot, and I sweat a lot, and then I left. I guess we should use it, yeah. Oh, we can rest in the sauna. That's fun. I like that. That's a fun thing.
Maybe I will join next time. I will bring sausage and something to drink.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sausage and something to drink. So I guess it's just being friends with this guy is the quest. Maybe that's what the game company wanted. They're like, be friends with this, you know, local Finnish game warden guy. Oh, moose. A mating call for moose. Actually, do we have a mission right now? Yeah, miscellaneous 19. So it's hunt everything in here. Well, there is 19 species in here. I think that's the highest that they have. That's a great thing to say. A lot of them are birds. I should kind of suck on this map. Cottage corking. Nice. Oh, and photograph everything. That would be cool. You have to get really close to get the photographer stuff. But I guess we'll try to do that. This is the highest point in the reserve. Yeah, I guess we should. Well, that's way up there. Okay, never mind. Maybe the main mission first. All right. The way that photos are in this game has always been a little hard to pin down about which photo is like saving them, like which, because I think it automatically uploads to your Steam profile, which that gets really full really fast. Yeah, the missions kind of suck on this map. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely different missions as a structural philosophy than the other ones. I am afraid that they got feedback that said that, you know, other people didn't like the missions and they wanted to just get into hunting right away on the map, but I severely disagree. I think that it's very important, especially for new players or story players like myself, to be able to get a good story on the first map they play when they first start playing this game. I think that that is key to their enjoyment and hook for the rest of the series. It certainly was for me. Oh, wow. There they are. Whoa. Okay, well, maybe we could do the photo thing. Well, they're alert and traveling. Is that... Are they over here? Are they, like, grounded? Oh, I see. There they are. I wonder how we're gonna get photos of the birds. Oh, it's much less. It's more generous than it used to be. I see. Yeah, because that was always the problem with the Leighton Lakes photography ones. Is it was very difficult. Wow, there's even a puff of smoke when they go to ground. It was hard to tell when you actually activated the photography achievement or not. You can also tell that the grass has been dampened down in this area. That's better. Oh wow, I can't believe I missed. Okay. Hey, what's up, buddy? So, proper ammo for the animal is now this symbol. It's just a bronze. The capercaillie, I think we can hit on the ground and still get full points, right? a level 1. See if there's any better ones around. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see, we got hazel grouse and capercaillie. Not bad. Maybe we'll do the photograph challenge so before we start actually hunting the animals. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the trail. Okay, so there used to be ducks here. We saw geese above.
This is one of my favorite places on the Blue Trail. These two lakes are kept from one another by a little stretch of land. They only meet when it rains. It's a romantic tragedy of nature. I've read a few times that Finland is at the top of lists that rank happiness. And I think I'm at the top of the list of Finns when I'm in places like this. You know, it's not only the beauty, it's the way nature shapes this landscape without any real end goal in mind. It's incidental beauty. Or to think about it in another way, is it perceived as beautiful by anything other than humans? What factors have made us appreciate this? Does a monkey climb a tree only to pick the fruit? Or does he also take a second to appreciate the view? The way nature fits it all together is funny to me. Have you heard the quote from Edison? I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Yeah, don't follow Edison.
Describing his
Edison
method
was an
for
asshole.
creating something is perhaps close to how evolution works.
That is true.
Nature
The blind
needed
tinkerer.
countless mutations to create a thing that contemplates how many times it needs to create another thing. I wonder if you could call Edison's various attempts as him using his imagination and creativity.
No, it's him
Could we then
ignoring
call
Tesla.
nature's evolution and mutation as a manifestation of its creativity? But is evolution's creativity like a child painting or like an inventor finding ways that don't work?
Both.
I think I need a long walk to think about this some more.
Okay, there's probably gold out there. It's a long way away. I want to test how the pictures determine what is a viable picture and what isn't. I wonder if it's just a raw distance thing or if it's the amount of things in the frame or the percentage of the frame. Okay. So that was 140 yards out. Let's do the soft point tips for this one. Yeah, I think we can get away with soft points here. 150 range. Gonna put it kind of... Oh, it moved. Now this is worse, actually. Oh, turn around. Did it get in? Or did it not penetrate? Whoa, it maybe not penetrate. Wow. That would have been crazy. 50? Wow, okay. I guess we are either worse at this than we were before, or they adjusted some of the values. We'll see what shot we landed in, what it actually did. May have been a little high on the neck. Could have gone down to try to snag the heart. Yeah, I guess that's part of the charm, is this person, like, you know, philosophizing about nature. After being a game warden for 20 years. I don't know. I mean, if this character has a biology degree, but, you know, if they did go to college for that, I'm sure they could find the answers to many of the things that they are looking for. Oh, wow. Okay. But it just goes to show that I think every human needs answers to these kinds of questions, or maybe not needs them, but finds themselves looking for them or wanting them later in their life if they don't find the answers earlier in college. Where is that blood trail? There it is. Oh, we really did not get a vital organ on this deer. And it's gonna bleed out without giving us a trophy of it. That's sad. Yep, there we go. We messed that one up pretty bad. It would have been a gold. Okay. Wow. Look at that. It went right between the lung cavities and didn't penetrate a lung. Okay. Alright, I guess you can't use soft points from the front. Wow. That is right at the top of the heart, which is where I like to shoot. Oof. Big oof with that. I could have gone lower a little bit, and that might have helped. But, Jesus. I mean, it was either that or go through the shoulder. You know, I just feel like we got unlucky with that. Wow, look at the fur on this. Oh, that looks so good. Yo, that's like rich chocolate brown. Look at that luster on that. Okay, well, it would have been a gold. Unfortunately, we did not hit the vitals. Ahem. And that is the game telling us that if you're going to use soft point rounds, it needs to be a flat broadside shot. And we got greedy, and we tried to use soft points to go through the front, and we missed it by, had to be less than a ½ inch from catching the far lung. But we also didn't catch the near lung. And it's just because I like my shot placement to hit the top of the heart, if it has good penetration, of course. That one did not have good penetration. And that shows me that we basically got to switch to polymer tips. I don't know what the place of soft point rounds is in the game that much anymore. Okay, so here's another test. Is it 150 out? Because these are 135 out. And is it so that if we were looking at it with binoculars, it would highlight it? Because this is saying that I just photographed this tufted duck. And that's nice. 909 on 2. Let's take a shot at the 909 here. Go to standing shots, 130 out. Let's aim low. Low on the body with 150. Okay. 904. A little bit less, but nice to see the ducks not just on the water anymore. The ducks are also in the forest, which is pretty cool. Change the zeroing back to medium. I should also keep doing the story. And we should also not severely overpressure, over hunting pressure this area. Because I think we may have created a huge amount of hunting pressure at this area. Oh wow, look at that black. That is the luster and the shine on that. Look at how dumb it looks. Oh, that's so good. Hey, what's up? You looking at me? Yeah, I'm looking at you. All right, it's a gold. It's 863, that's nice. 963 for diamond. It's a black tufted duck. It's a level 2 miner. And we got it in right at the back of the head. See, we aimed right down here and it floated up because of the zeroing a fair way up. So I'm glad that we aimed down. Although we may have done better to orient it more towards the tallest part of the duck instead of, dead center. But hey, we got it. It worked. Seemed good. All right, let's continue with the story, shall we? My mission log has multiple things open. That is certainly interesting. I don't get what they made some of the ducks go into the 900 score. Yeah, I guess they just wanted like very granular grading. I mean, I know a lot of the gradings are based on real life grading systems and they try to model it after that. I don't duck hunt myself or know that much about it, but I can look it up. What the grading score is for ducks. It may be based on weight or a number of different factors of foliage. If I had to guess, and I do, I think that it may have been based on some kind of real life grading metric, or they're just, making everything on the 1000 scale, which could be something that they might want to gravitate towards more in the future. A Eurasian widgeon. Okay, way more generous on the photography. Got our nice Eurasian widgeons. We're gonna have lots of photos to clear out of my Steam library now. That's gonna be fun. Wow, you can see the shadow. Look at that. You can see the shadow of the goose as it flies over you. That is really cool. I may buy a new computer. Like Flinter is also purchasing a new computer. And I am really excited to see what this game will look like on a brand new PC. Feels like the old system where every animal went up to 1,000. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it could be. I mean, I never played the game when it was old, so I don't know any of the old systems. I'm pretty new to the game. To be honest, I joined right around the hype for Rancho del Arroyo at the beginning of like last summer, basically. So I've only been playing the game for about a year. It was really helpful during COVID crisis when I was unemployed. And yeah, it's pretty interesting space. Okay. More Western Capercaillie. Let's stick to the trailhead. Yeah, I was really impressed by the story of the Mississippi map. Although I think it seems like they do like a big story map and then like a lighter story, and then a big story and then a lighter story.
I've seen a lot of brown bears to the north of here.
Yeah.
There are rumors of a great big unique looking bear in the region.
Whoa. What?
I have never seen it myself, and I'm not sure if it's true or not. Maybe you could go and check it out. You know, in old Finnish mythology, the bear is a very sacred animal. We say karhu in Finland. When a bear was harvested, a great feast was held in its honor, and part of the celebrations was about convincing the bear spirit it had died by accident and not been killed.
Oh, yeah.
This was done so that the bear spirit would not try to seek revenge.
Yep.
Afterward, the community would help the bear spirit return to the forest so they would continue to be game in the future. For other communities, the bear was a son of a god and was symbolically married to a maiden to make a bear god happy.
That makes sense.
Waking up on a Wednesday and hearing the good news, you're being married to a grizzly today. Have you written your vows? We might not have a lot in common with ancient people, but hunting and celebrating the harvest is something we've been doing for many millennia. That emotion and activity ties us directly to the hunters that came before us.
Yeah, that is
You know,
the part that I
it
like
takes a
about this
while
game.
to sink in. You are doing and feeling the same exact thing hunters 5,000 years ago might have felt.
Well, not the exact, but close. I mean, that's one of the reasons that I enjoy bow hunting in the game. Okay. Maybe we already have Canadian goose. Nope, we don't. It didn't register. Maybe it's too far away. So we're highlighting things that are too far away to register on the camera. Or at least did not register on the camera for us. Okay, so north of here, for a big unique unique bear. I wonder if it's the spirit bear idea. It's not a mission, so it may not be guaranteed. But you know, they say there's a new not mythical, but not legendary. There's a new great one type somewhere. And people were saying it's moose, and then one of the creators was like steering them away from it not being moose. It's a good picture. Maybe it's a grizzly bear. That seems like something that they would do. Level 3, level 4. Okay. See a level 4 in there. Alright, level 4s. Yeah, there's a lot of Canadian geese that migrate to Colorado kind of towards summer and spring, and they always like eat the snow and like munch it in their little beaks, and it's really cute. There's so many of them next to my work because I work next to a bakery plant, and so they always hang out there because they get free bread, and they've like culturally memorized that location and passed it on. Oh my god. Hi. Oh, hey. That was majestic. Oh, wow, yeah. Do we have the poly... Do we have the rounds loaded? I mean, I want to get a picture of a moose. But I also want it to be a good picture of a moose. Guess we can get the achievement done first. Feels kind of cheap though. I want a good moose picture. I want a big moose picture. I don't have my moose collar on me. Also, yesterday I saw the Doctor Strange movie, which I think was really great. I really enjoy the Doctor Strange movies. It was pretty cool. Gosh, look at that flocking behavior. Yeah, this could be an interesting hunting spot also. Up on these cliffs. It's always hard to get the exact reading on distance for this stuff, but he saw something, you know, like a big grizzly bear walking through the canyon here. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, the map has potential. I think they did a fine job on it. You know, I think that the community has been asking for basically Leighton Lakes again, and I think that this really delivers. I know that they redid Leighton Lakes recently, mixed up where a lot of zones are. Oh, wow. Hey. Creation links. Seeing a lot of female links. Okay. Well, it can smell us. Pretty sure. 100 out. Yeah. Let's not go for that. You'd have to, I don't know, I guess do picture of it. Because it's level 3, and we don't have anything that takes down level 3 except for bow and arrow. I heard something around here. Yeah, I really enjoy finding...
created a lot of amusing landmarks on the Finnish landscape. I've marked their location on your hunter map, so you can check them out. Apart
Nice.
from natural landmarks, there are a few man-made ones here as well that I think would be worth visiting. I recommend you to check them out if you happen to be close to one of them.
Sure. Might as well. Interesting that they talk about the last ice age. Right as global climate change and global warming is becoming such a huge environmental impact on how society operates. Alright, well, here is the first of the story things. This is really what I want to kind of capture. I don't know if I should do them one at a time or go through in order and do them all at once. Oh, this is a stand anyway. But for the story writing blurbs that they do, I want to make a video that is all of those. Yeah, just like completing the maps that I'm on. Building all the hunting stands, getting all the points of interest markers. Where is it? There it is. Did I get it? Yep, it looks like I did. Okay. Yeah, I'm really liking the Cusamodello. I mean, it's a great pheasant hunting gun because it's designed for Mexico map. Wait, so it just makes me feel like there'll be a great one bear. I feel like he'll be a moose or bear, yeah. Oh, a gold! Nice. Okay, well, it looks like we only hit it once. The other shot apparently missed. That's okay. Yeah, this darker background and the luminosity on the feathers and the fur really makes it look great. Look at this. That is some gorgeous, gorgeous modeling. I mean, that's what the game is about. Such a pretty game. 420. 420. 420. Smoke him if you got him. Alright, dark plumage type. It looks gorgeous. Look at that. Western Capercaillie. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know what the rare plumage types are, so I am not able to determine which ones are valuable. That's okay. Let's go up here. Just a nice gold. And also, having this many bird species in the map means that walking from place to place is very entertaining. It keeps you on your toes. And I don't know. I think that's a huge win for the game in general, is having like deserts of species or dead zones in your map between each of the lakes was kind of a difficult part of the design and organization of the other maps. Like in Parque Fernando right now, what I'm having to deal with is lake hopping over and over again. And it really does feel like you're playing a different game than, you know, Mississippi or the Mexico maps, which has very dynamic hunting. And yeah, I just think the game is getting better and better, you know? I might... Oh, wow. Hey. Look at that. Oh, I have to do a thing. Okay. Oh, it's behind it. Can we shoot it through the spine to get to the heart, or should we just go for a lung? Yeah. It's pretty close. It's a level 7. We can do arrows. I enjoy arrow hunting on brown bears. Let's get the arrow ready. 540. Okay. The wind is okay, I guess. But we're going to be going for a lung through the back. The arrow should have good enough penetration to do that. We may have to crawl. Crawl. What's my crawl button? Z. God. Okay. Crawl to within 40 meters and then give it a shot. It's been a long time since I practiced with a bow. A very long time. $72. Can make it to that tree. Maybe get some cover and then take a shot from there. Oh my god. Why do I keep doing that? It's from playing Battlefield too much. Wow, crawling accelerated has a lot more visual disturbance. I wonder if the game is smart enough to register cones of vision for the animal, where if they're not looking at you, you can, get bonuses. Because I was playing Morrowind, which came out in 2002, and they have a sneak modifier that's based on 180 degrees in front of you, in front of the character that's trying to detect you, or 180 degrees behind you. And I think that would be very appropriate for animals in this game. Especially binocular animals like bears or hunting predators like lynx or coyotes. Whereas the prey animals, I believe the prey animals would have more 360 vision. Because that's also just how it is in the real life. All right, 47. Let's take it. Okay. Well, it got it. It got something. I don't know if it was a vital organ or not. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Yep, that was a vital organ. It doesn't seem to be going down very fast. Yeah, the bleed rate low. Oh. Codfin Strait, Trolls Crack, Tiger Rock, Abandoned Bunkers, Trolls Kettle, the Monument, and climb to the top of Rutakaviki. Huh. Okay, here's some blood. Wow. It ran a very long way, didn't it? Okay, finally. All right. Oh. Yep, right into the lung, just like we said. Just kind of barely in the lung, though. No quick kill bonus. It's a silver. It's a cinnamon. God, look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is a very pretty fur type. A cinnamon brown bear. Gorgeous. Alright, we won't be saving it, but hey, it's almost a gold. And not a terrible shot on the bow. Really got up and did what I wanted it to do. Kind of landed right in the middle, got to a lung. maybe if we were closer, it would have more penetration and do more damage. Finish landmarks. Wow. Okay, so they are all over around us, but they're also very far away. So we'll just be doing the guided tour. Continues. Yeah, each map changing or determining what the audio and visual indicators are for walking in, this grass, for example, or heavy brush or jungle like Te Aurora, or in Mexico. The scrub brush really does change how these maps
Just
hunt.
northeast of here, up the cliff is a lookout tower. This trail does not get any closer, so if you want to use it, now is a good time. Come back here when you want to continue the trail.
Okay. Northeast, huh? Oh yeah, that one. Encouraging us to use the lookout towers. I don't hate that the storyline is organized around a guided tour, because that's what most people want to do anyway with their map. But I did appreciate how Quattro Colinas did it, where they give you like a guided tour and then turn you loose. And Quattro Colinas also had some really great missions to be able to do, with some very difficult challenges as well for distance shooting and getting diamonds, or getting like all of the species of the goats. That was an awesome set of missions for Quattro Colinas. I think we did do all of the missions at Quattro Colinas. And I know we did all the missions for the Mexico map, and I know we did all the missions for the Mississippi map. So Parque Fernando was next. And we're still not done with Parque Fernando, because it makes you shoot a diamond of every species on the map, and that sometimes just doesn't work out for you. It's a very pretty game. Big, big forest. Earth is pretty cool. I know Tesla or Elon Musk wants to leave Earth and go to Mars, but Earth is pretty great. And also, Earth is way, way better than Mars for human habitation. Alright, short little hike there to get one of the towers unlocked. Then we'll get back to the trail and continue the guided tour. I should probably quit because I have to sleep, and also it's been 2 hours. So once we get back to the trail, I'm going to save it here, and then we will pick it up when we come back. But so far, I've been very, very happy with what I've seen. No crashes. There's a little bit of a bug when zooming in and out of the photo. You see that? But yeah, crouching or not crouching with photo mode on. But that's not terrible. It's all good. Yep, and we constantly see things flying above us all the time. Yeah, it seems great. I'm really happy that they put in this many birds. I love birds. Okay. I will see you guys later. Peace out.